So hello and welcome back, fellow coin collectors. My name is Glenn and today we're looking at free cards. So free cards we've got, and these have coins in them. So these are the standard cards that the Royal Australian Mint issues these days. And the first one we have is the Animalia. So this one was issued in 2001. So here's some information about it. And a lot of people have forgotten all about this now, but in 2001, they did issue like a book. I think it was a book. Anyway, I never actually got one. But these were the FOMO of the month. So fear of missing out. People were actually scared to miss out on these coins, and a lot of people did. And like the red poppy and these coins here. So we've got the humpback. People got upset when they missed out. So this is quite a nice coin pack. So it is yellow, obviously. It marks the 35th anniversary of the Animalia book, and it has a mintage of 50,000. So, as you can see, okay, so this has two cameras on it, and one of them is a bit blurry. So we've got specifications of the 20-cent coin, uncirculated finish, 50,000. B King is the designer, and he's probably also the engraver as well. So here we have the information, and here's is that supposed to be a vulture? Interesting. And there's a wasp, no, the invasive species of Australia, and the obverse of the coin is just the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. So that's pretty normal. But if you look at the front of the coin, it has a peacock, looks like a type of finch, a rhino, and Animalia by Graham Base. I've never actually read the actual book, but let's try and identify the animals. So we've got a gorilla. Is that a deer in the background? Tiger, lion, peacock, armadillo. Looks like a type of, that might be a chameleon. That's either a fox or it could be a coyote. There's a cat. There's a kangaroo, rhino. What? Unicorn? That's the most common animal on this planet, a unicorn. There's zebras. Some people call them zebras. It's obscure. We've got elephant. Got, I'm not too sure what that is. Probably just a ribbon. And then probably got a snake in a tree. Got another rare common creature, Chinese dragon. And that's very interesting. So if we look at the coin itself, so that coin looks quite good. I like the engraving on it. The color printing, yeah, it looks a little bit pixely. So obviously they probably had some problem with that coloration. That technology is just not that advanced at the moment when you compare it with the engraving that they can actually do on coins these days. So it's actually quite a nice coin, and yeah, I'm quite happy to get that for $15. The cover is actually quite good. The actual engraving on the coin's good, so pity I didn't actually get this earlier. So that is a coin that you should actually get if you like quality products. So I think about $15. Should still be able to get these from coin shops. 2 years after, it's so 50,000. There just wasn't that demand there. Okay, so the FOMO of 2023 are these coins here, as well as the $2 coin, which I didn't get. But these ones are the ones that I was actually after. I didn't find the Anzac Vietnamese coins very appealing. This one's quite good. Humpback whale. Nice photo of the humpback whale. And on the obverse, we have the standard effigy of 2023 of Queen Elizabeth II. with 52 to 2002. So that's when she reigned for 70 years. And any circulating coins issued at the moment are going to have that portrait on it with that denomination and the date. Okay, so once near extinction, humpback whales now found in oceans around the world. Yeah, so grow up 17 meters and 40 tons, so quite a big animal. It's not a sauropod though. They're more interesting. Actually, no, they're probably just both as interesting. Okay, and then we have the denomination, so you can actually spend this as a 50-cent coin, uncirculated. Okay, 25,000. A-Ball was the designer. And for 25,000, these sold out pretty quickly, like the $2 coins. But 25,000, not rare. Rare, what I've heard about, and also in the Renix catalogue it has this, rare is about between 1,500 2,500 coins. So it's a rare coin. So this is common. And as you can see, it's quite a nice coin. So, and what they've done, so they've got the actual whale partly engraved and partly in colour, as well as the bottom. So the fins engraved, the back tail flipper, and most of the actual whale ears in colour. So that looks quite nice. Still a bit grainy, and the grainy is because the background metal is pitted, so it's dotted, because if it was smooth, the paint would they'd find it hard to actually put the paint, or I think this is enamel, to put the enamel on. So they needed a surface in which you could actually bind onto the metal. So that's why it looks a little bit pixelated. That's just the rough surface underneath. So that's quite nice. And the next one we have is the Emperor Penguin. Okay, Australian Antarctic territory. And if we look at the actual coin itself, once again, we have the graininess of the background. So that's so the enamel can actually stick to the coin and not, flake off, or when. So they probably have a dye or something that actually puts the enamel on, and when it comes off, they don't want the enamel sticking to that dye and just peeling off as well. So that's quite nice. And once again, this is 25,000. So here's the actual photo of the penguins. And they're a very interesting animal, cold weather animal, so you won't find them in any tropical regions. So here we have some information. Emperor penguin. It's actually quite a big penguin. Does it have the actual height? Okay, once regarded as least concern, blah blah blah, studied by organisations. It doesn't have the height. They should have included the height of the bird. I think it's like about 1.5 meters tall. Then we've got information, 25,000. A-Ball. So this designer is actually quite good. This card, it's a little bit, the blue is not as photogenic as this one. So this is a deep ocean photo. This one's on ice. So they tried to make it reflect Antarctica. So that is quite nice. And the obverse, once again, is the standard effigy of 2023 for Queen Elizabeth II. And I'm not too sure if that scratching is on the coin, or more likely it's on the actual plastic. But the only way you can tell is to take the coin out of its cover. And these ones seem to be a bit harder to take out. So if you want to pop it out of here, it looks like it's got two little rims that cover over. So you need to actually pop open the actual 50-cent coin, and that's a bit hard. Looks like it's been glued in as well. So you're going to have to probably break it if you want to take the coin out. Anyway, I don't want to do that. But yes, it's too hard. Anyway, so if you wanted to get these 50-cent coins, I think all of them are sold out from coin shops in the Royal Australian Mint. You need to buy them on the secondary market, and I think they're selling for about $50. So probably a bit too much. Just probably wait for the next 50-cent coin to come out and see if you can get them then. So, let me know what you think about these 50-cent coins. I think they're quite good. And the 20-cent coin I quite like as well. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps you with your coin collecting, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.